Good day, this is Teacher Rowan. I'll be your guide in exploring Google Apps for education, for teaching and learning. In Google for Education, teachers can connect and collaborate easily while staying on task. It gives teachers the freedom to spend more time personalizing the learning experience and less time managing it. Students can learn essential skills such as 21st century problem solving, which they can use it in their future careers. As such, the accessibility features will also help and assist every learner to do their best work. Google offers different useful applications that we can use to connect education to technology. This will help our teachers as a 21st century educators to innovate and find ways on how to make teaching and learning more exciting, engaging, effective, and flexible to the demands of the society. Let's re-explore the education experience by discovering new angles to create, collaborate, and communicate as one. Para sa bata, para sa bayan, at para sa guro. Ang pagkatuto huwag gawing komplikado. Sulong edukalidad.
Mabuhay! Good day to all! I am your tutor Madge. Welcome to ETUlay, a free online tutorial, an initiative of the Department of Education, Information and Communications Technology Service, Educational Technology Unit, ICTS EdTech. This program is aimed at helping and assisting learners from kindergarten, senior high school, ALS, Alive, and SPED learners. Aside from answering the modules, the ETUlay is offering programs which you will surely look forward to. Together with our parents and teachers, the ETUlay will bridge the gap where difficulty and ease meet in learning new knowledge and skills. So, let us prepare our modules, pen and paper. Ready your mind to see and hear worthwhile and interesting lessons. Let us now study and learn together with our volunteer online tutors. Tara na!
Good afternoon, everyone! Ayan, thank you very much for that amazing intro mula sa ating poging-poging tutor Madge, Ma'am Rowie. And of course, I would like to thank the woman behind me this afternoon. Ayan. Thank you very much, Mami Joy, for being with me. At kasama ko kayong lahat who are tuned in with us here sa ating speech class this Talk Tuesday. Ayan, let's not make the wait any longer. Allow me to share my screen. Full screen na natin. Yan. Full screen of her. All right. So as you can see, the title of our presentation or of our session today is glossophobia. What is glossophobia? Ano nga ba yun? Later we're gonna learn more about it. Okay, just like what I said, Talk Tuesday with Sir DJ. Ayan. Welcome you guys. I think we have like 7 million viewers this afternoon. Ayan. So thank you guys for being with me. Even though I know you guys are kind of busy these days, maraming tinatapos na requirements and whatnot. Thank you for still being here with me. Ayan, maraming salamat. Okay, so going back, what is glossophobia? What is this? In the end, is it a fear of glossy stuff? All right. Well, glossophobia is actually the fear of public speaking. Yeah. Meron palang ganun, Tutor DJ, meron palang ganun, Sir DJ, na fear of public speaking. If you think you have this, yung moment na when you're about to present and share something in front of your classmates, front of your colleagues, co-workers, and stuff like that, na mga kliyente mo kunyari, if ever you have one, or if ever you have some, and when you stood up in front of them, it's like you were shaking, you were very scared, meron ka tinatawag na mental block, you don't know what to say, ganyan. Probably you might have glossophobia, but don't worry, my dear friends. Glossophobia is kind of common because 75% of the population suffer from speech anxiety. Ayan, okay? Now here's my question to you guys. In a single word, type down in the comment section. Meron tayong 75 million viewers this afternoon. In a single word, what do you think is the reason why people have fear of speaking? Bakit nga ba tayo natatakot sa public speaking? Okay, so I'd like to give shout out to everyone who's here. Okay, so type down lang natin one word, reason behind people are afraid of speaking in front of other people. Okay, bakit nga ba? Alam ko marami na tayong napag-usapan ng mga ganitong bagay, pero just give me one word. Ayun. Okay. Anyway, kung ako tatanungin, no? Fear of public speaking mostly is overthinking. And probably kadalasan sa mga pagkakamali natin. Yun, overthinking natin. Okay? So, let's try this. Or what we're gonna do here is homographs. Ayan. Kasi if we are afraid of public speaking, probably because we are afraid of making mistakes. Okay? Kasi may mga words na yung pala yung pronunciation. Ganyan, ganyan. Alright. So, ayan, I have here two words. Okay? Oh, Samantha is here. Hi, Samantha from SDO Caloocan. Ayun. So, meron tayong two images here. Ayan. One of which is pronounced as, ayan. Wait. Let me just check here, guys. I think I have the wrong slide. I think I have the wrong presentation. Pasensya na kayo, guys. Let me just check again. Okay, here we go. Ayun. Okay, I think ito dapat yung share ko. Pasensya na po. Let me just reshare my screen, okay? Stop this. Ayun. Pasensya na, guys. I think I opened the wrong one. Okay, let me just check again, okay? So, ito yung dapat pag-uusapan natin yan. And I'm sure you guys are so excited for this one. Okay, let me just pull it up. Okay? Ito yun. Okay. So, yan. Big shout out to Samantha Blasi, ang ating suki. Palagi niya nandito yan. Tropa pips natin yan. Palagi natin kasama. Thank you, Samantha. Ayan, from SDO Caloocan. Okay. So, mabuhay ang mga batang Caloocan. Okay. Let me just... Ayan, ito yun. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. Okay. Let me just close this one down para mas makita na natin. Ayun, there you go. Okay. Let me just share my screen again. Mami Joy, patience. Patience. Pagpasensyahan mo na ako. Wala ako sa sarili. Medyo sabaw-sabaw ako. Okay. All right, here we go. Share ko na po, guys. I hope you guys are ready because I am. Diba? Ready ako. Mali yung slide ko. All right. There you go. Ayan. Kita na po ang ating screen. Ayun. All right. So, ayun, guys. Let me just play this again. Ayan. Okay. So, we're gonna do some lip reading. So, because guys, it's very important for us to know. So, what if there is a talk? No, there's someone who's speaking in front of you guys, pero that person has no voice. Tingnan natin how it would happen. Okay. I want you to read my lips. If I say this, try to type down kung ano sinasabi ko. Okay. Here's the first one. Ayan. All right. Okay. Ano kaya sinasabi ko? Right? Type it down. Okay, kung may nakikita kayo dun sa sinabi ko, paki-type down. Ayun. What is that? Okay. Very difficult, right? Why? Because basically, voice is very important. What I'm actually saying is the word pandemic. Ayan, no? So who could have guessed na ang galing sa bibig ko ay ang salitang pandemic? Who would know that? Who the hell would know that, right? Very difficult. Why? Kahit ibigay ko pa to sa inyo lahat, itong mga words that I have prepared for our session today, it will be very, very difficult to understand without hearing my voice. Okay? Why? Because less than 30% of the English phonemes are visible on the lips. Get that? Less than 30%. Phonemes are a distinct unit of sounds that distinguishes one word from another. So you cannot basically see phonemes only in the movement of the lips. Hindi ganun yun. All right? You need the voice. Okay? If you can understand some of it, probably, it's less than 30%. So it's very difficult still because voice is very important. Now, whenever we are in front of a crowd, most people are thinking, I have to shout so that everyone can hear me. I have to up my volume so that people in the back can hear me. Okay? Remember, instead of shouting, ito, common error din. Iniisip natin, porket malakas ang boses natin, okay na tayo, and we can be heard from any part of the hall, kung saan ka man nag-deliver ng iyong speech. No, it doesn't work that way. I want you to learn voice projection. Yan. It is not always the intensity, the power of the voice, and yung lakas ng boses, hindi lang ganun yun. It's about voice projection. Big shout out to Kauri Jovita from FBNHS Davao City. Renz Guyver, good afternoon. Watching from Imelda Integrated Secondary School SDO Malabon. Ayan. Shout out to you, Renz and Kauri. Kamusta? Thank you for being with me this afternoon. I hope you guys are okay. Participate lang tayo sa mga questions ni Tutor Teacher. Okay? Now, voice projection. That is what we're going to learn today. Okay. Question. Can people be born with the skill of having good voice projection? Ano yan? Ano ba yan? God-given gift ba yan, voice projection? Or can it be learned? Well, basically, it cannot be learned that easily, but you can train yourself to have good voice projection. You don't need anything like a miracle, stuff like that, okay? Para magkaroon ng good voice projection. What you need is good practice, good training, and good exposure, okay? Now, just like what I said, it's not about yelling, because good voice projection is not just about your volume. There are many things that we could consider so that we can have good quality of voice in terms of public speaking. Kasi nga sabi ko kanina, 30% lang yung galing sa reading your lips, yung movement of your mouth. Okay, akala natin, if you look at the person's lips, we can understand whatever it is they're saying. But no, actually, we need to listen and we need to be heard. Now, remember, sabi ni Rumi, no, raise your words, not your voice. It is rain that grows flowers, not thunder. Ayan. Very, very relevant, very, very acceptable quote dito sa ating topic. No? Nakakatuwa yung sinabi ni Rumi. No? Tama nga naman, logically speaking, basically speaking, it is not the thunder that grows the flowers. It is the rain. Yung subtle noises, yung talagang bumubuhay sa paligid natin. Same goes with public speaking. The quality of your voice is what keeps the message alive. It's not how strong your voice is. The quality of your voice and how you play with it. Ayan. Now, here are some things to find para magawa natin ang ating ang ating good voice projection. Of course, number one, you need to find your natural volume. Ayan. So, sabi, lagi sinasabi sa atin, lakas mo boses mo. No. There is what we call a natural volume. Okay? A volume of your voice that feels most comfortable. Yung hindi ka nahihirapan, yung hindi ka nasasaktan when you speak, when you say something. Wow. Yung hindi ka nasasaktan pag may sinabi ka. Damn, girl. Okay? So yan, ang natural volume mo, yung talagang you can say, ito, okay na to, max ko na to. This is the voice that I can give out. Maganda na yung kakalabasan, ano? But not to the point na sobrang dali naman, na wala ng voice na lumalabas. Kaya medyo may konting effort, but at the same time, it is where you are most comfortable, but not shouting, na hindi masakit sa lalamunan. You have to find that natural volume. So how can you do that? Maybe sometimes you can record yourself, salita ka lang, ganyan. No? Tapos, habang nagsasalita ka, habang nagre-record ka, pakinggan mo yung tono ng boses mo. That sounds really nice. And try to remember how hard did I try to say this line? Okay? How much effort did I put in for me to deliver this line of my speech? Then you will realize, okay, this is my natural volume. Yun. Okay? Again, you don't have to shout. You don't have to scream your message. You don't have, kasi pag sinigaw mo yan, parang you're shoving it to the faces of your audience. Okay? It should be pleasurable. Parang. Ayan. Okay. Big mistake. Louder doesn't mean better. Okay? Hindi palaging maganda ay malakas. Okay? What will happen if you try to push your voice to its limits? Number one, you will appear to be struggling to be heard. Okay? Nagmumukha kang nakikiusap na mapakinggan. And we don't want that to happen. Okay? We want our audience to feel natural about what they are doing, listening to you, instead of you forcing thoughts to them. Okay? Question, bakit pag nagrarally nagsisigawan? Because they are forcing their idea to the people for them to be heard. But if you're doing some public speech, you're not forcing the idea, you're giving them the idea. And it's their task to receive it, digest it, and understand whatever it is you're saying. Okay? So yun. Shoutout ulit kay Kaori. Talagang niratrat niya tayo ng good afternoon. Samantha's here again in Renz. Ala. Hello, guys. The three of you, thank you for being in the comments. Good job, guys. Salute, salute. Okay? Now, another. When you shout, it does not show that you have confidence. Ayan. Kasi iniisip natin, para hindi mahalata yung nervyos ko, sisigaw na lang ako, lalakasan ko yung boses ko, itotodo ko na lang. I'm just gonna give it all. No, it's not like that. All right? It is always a big mistake when you do that. Parang you are thinking that the voice or the volume of your voice is equivalent to the level of your confidence. No, it's not that way. Good afternoon po from Novaliches High School SDL QC. Kirubin Gabriel Villamor. Hello, hello Gabriel. All right. So yun, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have a loud voice, you have confidence. And aside from that, here's the thing, guys. Akala natin ang confidence dapat manggagaling lang sa speaker. No. Even the audience must be confident enough to listen and to ask questions maybe right after your talk. But if you shout at them, you don't inspire confidence. Maybe you instill fear. Maybe you instill desperation kapag sinisigaw mo lang lahat. Okay? But one good practice is to yawn. Yan. Yawn. Yawn yung very very nakakahawang paghikap. Yan. Sir, ano kinalaman ng yawning to voice projection? Okay, that's the thing. Because actually, guys, when you yawn, when you do that, you're actually stretching your oral muscles. Yung lips mo, binubuka mo, yung tongue medyo nagiging relaxed, your throat, your voice box, parang na-expand sila at nape-prepare sila to a speaking session that you're gonna be doing right ahead, right after that. Okay? Alzaira Zidane Gaza from Pampanga High School. Shout out to you, Alzaira. Okay. So pag nag-yon ka nga, nare-relax. Kumbaga, somehow, nawa-warm up mo yung voice muscles mo, voice box mo, oral muscles mo, your speaking muscles, before the delivery of your speech. So yawning can help, actually. Okay? Kaya minsan kung nakikita nyo, backstage, yung mga nagpa-practice for public speaking or nagpe-prepare before their delivery, nagyoyon sila. That doesn't mean that they're bored. It actually means that they are preparing themselves. Yeah. Next is to try the hello drill. Okay? So, yung hello drill natin, remember, when you say hello to a person, you're not at the top of your voice, right? Hello! You don't say that, right? Hindi naman sobrang hina like, hello. No. Okay? When you practice yourself in front of a mirror or in front of a friend, saying hello to them, hello, hi, that is actually the word or the statement that is closest to your natural volume. Believe it or not. Okay, yung hello, hello. And try to play with how you say hello. Because it can definitely help you guys find the natural volume, natural tone that you will be using for your presentation. So, hello, hello, hello. Yes, parang mic test, sabi ni Renz Guyver. Okay? Yeah, parang mic test siya, but actually what you're testing is not the technical side of your speech, but rather yourself. You're testing yourself. Am I doing this right? Am I gonna give it out the right way? Yun yung hello drill. Now, usually pag kinakabahan tayo, sinasabi sa atin, hinga ka, breathe in, breathe out. Big breaths, ganyan. Okay? That is true. Why? Because breathing helps release tension. Sir DJ, what's going to happen if I'm going to deliver my speech pero I'm full of stress, I'm full of tension, I'm very nervous? Dalawa yun eh. Mapapatodong mo yung sigaw mo to the point na, alam niyo, when someone is doing some speech at nag-feedback yung microphone nila, it means masyadong malakas yung input. right? Masyado malakas yung boses probably, or malapit yung speaker technical side. Okay? But breathing will help you release the tension. Inhale, exhale ka. Before your speech, inhale to your nose, exhale to your mouth. Minsan, you keep it in. Inhale, keep it in, and then let it out. Okay? Yun. It releases tension. Sir, paano ba nangyayari yung tension? Pag kabado ka kasi actually, your muscles are stiff. Matigas. Matigas yung dila mo, yung lips mo medyo hindi comfortable, nanginginig. Yung voice box mo stiff din. Ibig sabihin, hindi ka nakastore ng enough air whenever you deliver something. Ano mangyayari if you have too much tension before your delivery? Mukha kang hinihingal. You're catching your breath while you're delivering your speech, while you're giving your message to the audience. And it's a big problem. See, you're gonna stop in unnecessary parts of your speech. Okay? There's another meaning pala for yawning. Medyo relate po. Yeah, tama, Samantha. No? Yawning can definitely help us in terms of speaking and practicing our muscles that we use in voice production, voice projection. Ayan. Now, bukod sa makita mo yung natural volume mo, you have to find your natural tone. Ayan, natural tone. Question, why is it so nice to listen to people who have deep voices? Ayan. Yung low resonant voice. Yung voice na parang merong vibration. Why is it so nice to listen to them? Because when we hear these kinds of sound, it sounds so relaxing. At the same time, we feel comfortable if we listen to these sounds. You listen to the radio. Most of the radio DJs or kung nagpa-podcast kayo, if you listen to a podcast na yung speaker has a very low and resonant tone, parang very calming to listen to them. Parang nakakasarap, masarap pakinggan kapag ganun ang tono ng boses. Relaxing po, Sir DJ, sabi ni Samantha. Parang voice mo po, sabi ni Alzira Zidane. Wow, thank you guys, thank you. So if a person has a low resonant voice, hindi siya parang, okay, I'm sorry for the term, hindi siya parang tumatalak sa'yo. Okay? Imagine, if you're listening to a podcast, tapos yung boses nun, yung parang marites na kapitbahay. Are you gonna listen to that? No. You're gonna be so exhausted. Magiging, ganun yung, ganun yung tunog, right? Probably because the speaker hasn't found his or her natural tone yet. Okay? Talagang pag mataas ang pitch ng public speaker, pag mataas ang pitch ng isang podcast host or whatever, kung sino man na pinakikinggan mo, it would actually damage your hearing, maybe. It would hurt, no? It will be very exhausting. Sabi ni Samantha, by breathing slower and more deeply from your stomach, your nervous system calms down. Yan, tama. Renz Guyver, parang DJs. Tama, Renz Guyver, no? Yung mga DJs natin, usually they have low and resonant tone. And it's very nice to listen to. Okay? Now, here's the thing. When you speak from the throat, ayan, magiging high-pitched ka. But if you speak from your diaphragm, the magical diaphragm, you're gonna achieve the low resonant tone. Okay? I'm sure some of you guys have been, have been practicing your singing. Yung iba member ng choir. At ang sinasabi sa inyo, you sing from the stomach. But actually, you sing from the diaphragm. Same goes with public speaking. Parang yung sa podcast po, masarap pakinggan ng podcast dahil sa nagsasalita din po. I agree, Gabriel, that is right. If the podcast host has a good tone, talagang masarap siya pakinggan, hindi nakakasawa. Okay? It's like you're talking to a friend. Very relatable. Even though it's very difficult to have a low resonant tone, yung practice nun. Pagka narinig mo siya na ganun ang tono ng boses, mas masarap siya pakinggan actually. Kumpara dun sa para kang pinagagalitan na matinis ang boses. Okay? Now, the magical diaphragm, if you speak from the diaphragm or kahit pagkanta mo, it works miracles. Okay? I'm not saying that you force yourself to speak using your diaphragm. Bakit? Kasi if you speak from throat, like here, if I'm gonna speak from here, I'm gonna sound different. Okay? Bakit? Kasi yung hangin ko bitin, andito lang sa throat. But if I speak from the diaphragm, I have air support. Sabihin, I can say long sentences, long paragraphs, without even catching my breath. And bukod dun sa air support, yun nga, yung low and resonant tone can be achieved if you will be speaking from the diaphragm. So remember these, guys. I'm sure you can use this in your future presentations. Okay. If you face yourself to a tone you want, if you force yourself to a tone you want, di po siya comfortable pag nag-speech ka po. Exactly, Samantha. That is right. Later, I'm gonna give you some example. Nakakainganyo pong pakinggan. Alzira. Very good, Alzira. Tama yan. Okay? Pagka a person is speaking from the diaphragm, naturally, with a natural tone of voice, it sounds really good to listen to. Nakakainganyo nga pakinggan. And, pero there are times that people are forcing, kagaya nga sabi ni Samantha, na, they have a normal voice and they are going to force a deep voice in there, pero mali. Nagiging throat pa rin or nagiging diaphragm, pero it doesn't sound natural. Okay? Halimbawa, someone will speak, I will be reading the first slide, okay? Create a reverberating chamber in your chest. Well, it doesn't come out natural because you can see their faces. Right? Yung mukha niya, nakikita mo lang ganun. Ibig sabihin, he or she is forcing that deep voice in there. It's not natural. It's not coming out natural. Ano na mangyayari? If you see someone speaking like that, most people use their throat, especially when nervous. When you see them like this, pinapuwersa niya yung deep voice and it's not natural. Bakit? Ano mangyayari sa audience if we speak that way? Kung ikaw, uncomfortable ka na sa ginagawa mo kasi you're forcing it, the audience will feel the same thing. Nakikita nila na mukhang nahihirapan si speaker. Sana ginamit na lang niya yung natural tone of voice niya instead of pretending to have such a deep voice, right? Yung mga ganun. Okay? Hindi natin dapat ganun. Dapat, we should learn to practice speaking using our diaphragm. Okay? Now, how to achieve this, use of diaphragm in speaking? We create a reverberating chamber in your chest. Okay? When you speak, and dito mo nararamdaman yung vibration. Maybe nasa throat level yung delivery mo. But if you feel the vibration in here, in the upper part of your chest, that means you're actually doing it right. Ayan. Pag merong vibration dito. Okay? Just like what I said, most people use their throat, especially when they're nervous. Ayan. Pag kinakabahan ng tao, they will speak from their throat. But if you're relaxed, you're actually going to be using your diaphragm. Ang gagawin mo kasi pag relax ka, may inhale ka, and then yung delivery ng speech mo will be just like your exhale. Ayun. Yun yung exhale na ginagawa mo. Okay? So, you're after saying something very, very long, you're going to pull it up again and fill your lungs again for the next part of your speech. Okay? Next, remember, speaking from the diaphragm will help your natural tone come out. Ayan. Kapag ka nga nagsalita ka ng ganito, guys, sinabi ko when you're forcing it, yung mukha mo na apektado, distracting na yung itsura mo, and you're speaking from the throat, and you're not actually using your natural tone, you're forcing it. Sometimes it will make your throat dry po if you speak too much with a forced tone. Exactly. Same goes with singing. Magkakaroon ka ng lumps. Okay? Lumps, rather. Ganito yan. If ever you're singing something, and parang pakiramdam mo may bukol na matigas something, pero wala naman, you just have that feeling. Ibig sabihin, you're not using your natural tone. You're forcing it. Ayan. The same goes with public speaking. Pagka nararamdaman na parang may hangin na, okay? It means you're not speaking from the diaphragm. Okay? Now, if you guys are interested to hear your natural tone, ang gawin nyo, higa kayo, and then speak. That is your natural tone. Believe it or not. Okay? Pagka nakahiga ka, lay flat on your back, okay? Hindi nakaside, hindi yung parang matutulog ka, nakatas pa yung mami mo or whatever. Flat lang. Flat on your back. And then, look at the ceiling, and then try to say something. Then that is your natural tone. But make sure you feel the vibration when you speak, okay? Yun yung natural tone mo na hindi mo pinipilit. What you're gonna do there is you're gonna practice that. Nakahiga ka. Practice saying something. And you can hear your natural tone right now. Try sitting down and pakinggan mo if it is the same with your natural tone. Yun. At pag tumayo ka na, pare-parehas na yung tunog ng tatlong yun, nakahiga, nakaupo, and nakatayo, that means you have actually found your natural tone. You might not have found it, but you've heard your natural tone. Ayan. Practicein mo siya on that way. Alzira said, mahihirapan ka na pong magsalita if hindi po natural voice ang ginagamit mo pag pinipilit mo lang po. Exactly. Hindi naman ang audience ang mahihirapan. Ikaw rin. Okay? And if you're having a hard time, you're struggling, the audience can feel that as well because they are people. nakita nilang nahihirapan ka, they're gonna feel bad about you. So parang, wow naman. Okay? Instead of focusing to what you're saying, they're gonna focus on you, which is a taboo in public speaking. It's not about you. It's always about your message. Okay? Another thing. Now that you found your natural tone, natural volume, hindi ibig sabihin nun, you're gonna stay in your natural volume. Kanina sabi mo, so DJ, sabi mo kanina, when I found my natural volume, then that's okay. I'm just gonna stay with that. No. You need to learn how to vary your volume. Babago-baguhin mo yan. Hindi palaging malakas. Hindi palaging medium level. Hindi palaging soft. Okay? Nakita mo na yung natural tone, then play with it. Okay? It works wonders. Okay? Parang, even though you're saying the same thing, but if you vary your volume, it's like there's gonna be hidden meanings to what you're saying. Paano yan? Okay? By doing variation, by doing volume variation, you can influence enthusiasm and excitement. Ayan. Okay? Paano yun? Paano nakakagawa ng enthusiasm and excitement? For example, okay, kanina nga sabi ko, it doesn't necessarily have to always be loud. Ayan. But, you can use the loud volume, but not all the time. You can use the soft volume, but not all the time. Different, right? Okay, for example, you're saying something, and then you're probably, for example, you're telling a story, and you found a line that is somehow like a secret between the characters. Okay, are you gonna shout it out? Are you gonna use max volume? Definitely not. You're gonna speak a little bit slower or softer. Okay, for example, character A, let's say Sandra and Steph are talking to each other, and then Sandra whispered the secret to her, saying, "Did you know what? Yesterday I saw my crush." It's not loud. It's not medium even. Okay, it's actually softer. But what happens to the audience is that they focus. Okay, they focus more, even though it is said very softly. They paid attention and they want to listen to it very well. Bakit? Because it's a secret, and you got their attention. They're excited for it. Okay. Now, when you use a loud volume or not too loud, maybe a volume that is noticeably loud, you emphasize. Ayan. And of course, when you use this kind of voice variation, you can have the ability to compare and contrast ideas too. Okay. Okay. For example, our lives can be affected by the fact that we finish our school and we do not. See, by using different varying volume, I can compare and contrast, and it will give the audience a realization. Oh, nga, no? Bakit nga kaya I need to compare these two things? By using your volume. Just sabi ko say, it works miracles. It's magical. Okay? By using the varying volume, we can re-engage the distracted. Ito, parang band-aid solution sa inyong public speaking. No? When you're delivering something and then you notice that the people are not focused anymore, you can use varying volume. Pero wag mo silang sisigawan. Try to speak a little more soft. And then the audience are going to be like, bakit umina? And then you got their attention again. And then continue. Okay? Okay, by using loud volume, you create a sense of urgency. For example, we're saying something, delivering a speech, and then we said something encouraging or persuading that we want the people or the audience to do something about it. We can say, instead of being quiet in our home, we have to do something. Okay? The volume raised a little bit, and it gave a sense of urgency, like we have to do this now. Okay, ganon. Okay? Another thing, if you know how to vary your volume, it means you have practiced your speech well. You know what you're saying. And if you look confident, you sound confident, you're varying your tone, you know when to rise and fall during your delivery, it means you are knowledgeable and credible speaker. Okay? And the people will believe you better. Mas paniniwalaan kanila kasi they know to themselves that you know what you're doing. You know what you're saying. Okay? Nakakapag-develop pa siya ng sense of credibility sa iyo. Right? So keep that in mind, guys. This is very useful. Okay, let's try. If I'm gonna say it like this, courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. If I'm going to say it like that, I sound really lazy, but I'm actually using my natural tone and my natural voice. But if I vary my volume, if I vary my tone, it would sound different. It would sound like this. Courage is what it takes to stand up and speak. Courage is also what it takes to sit down and listen. See, it sounds so different. Okay, yung una parang ang tapang. So I'm using high tone or high volume. And in the second part of this line, it's like we have to calm down. So I put down my volume a little bit. And it sounds very different from from how I said it just a while ago. All right. So yun. Yun yung varying volume. Okay, let's try this one too. By the way, the last one was mentioned by Mr. Winston Churchill. Isa sa mga pinaka-idol ni Tudor DJ. Okay, this one was mentioned by Plato. Okay, let's apply everything: natural tone, natural volume, and varying volume. Wise men speak because they have something to say. Fools, because they have to say something. See, it sounds very convincing if the variation of tone and volume was applied. It will be applied to these speeches. Another example: if I'm going to read in monotone, there are only two types of speakers in the world: the nervous and the liars. Sounds really boring. It sounds like I'm all alone here. Francis, shout out Francis. Okay. If I'm gonna read it like that, very monotone, it sounds boring. It sounds as if I don't like what I'm doing. But if I say it with a varying tone and volume, it sounded as if these words are actually coming from me. But this word was mentioned by Mark Twain. Mark Twain said, "There are only two types of speakers in the world: the nervous and the liars." Very effective, right? Mas naiintindihan siya. Mas masarap siya pakinggan. Okay? Remember, I want you to put this in your mind. In delivering a speech or in public speaking, we focus on inflection, not in infection. Okay? We change emphasis. A change in emphasis can give a whole new meaning to a phrase or a sentence. Okay? Inflection is very important. When you do that to your voice, the rise and fall of your voice, intonation, you're actually achieving tone, right? Varying tone. And same with varying volume. Kailangan paglaruan lang natin yung boses. Okay? Remember, yung lesson natin sa stress in our English classes. Okay? It's a good thing. It's very important. Okay? A word stress is very important. It gives emphasis. For example, I didn't say you stole my black pen. If I'm going to say it like that, so natural. But if I say it like this, I didn't say you stole my black pen. It means I'm not the one who said that. Okay? All right? But if I say it like this, I didn't say you stole my black pen. That means I did not do that. Maybe I wrote it. Okay? Same with, I didn't say you stole my black pen. Okay? I was actually going there. Right? So if we change word stress, it's going to change the meaning. I didn't say you stole my black pen. I said your brother stole my black pen. Okay? Bago na naman yung message. I didn't say you stole my black pen. I said you borrowed it. Right? I didn't say you stole my black pen. You stole her black pen. I didn't say you stole my black pen. It means maybe yung red ang ninakaw or kinuha. Okay? So it changes the meaning, basically. I'm saying the same sentence repeatedly over and over again, but then I change the word stress. And somehow it changes the meaning as well. Okay? Now, as we end today's session, okay, we have talked too much about voice and how it can be applied, it can be used in our speeches. And let us remember what Henry Wadsworth Longfellow said. The human voice is the organ of the soul. Right? We have souls, every one of us, right? But then, may organ ba yung soul? Yes, there is. And what is it? It is our voice. And let us use our voice to our advantage. Let's make it to a point that our voice will not be used for saying lies and stuff like that. Saying things that are destructive of other people, mga paninira. Ang mga voice natin ay gagamitin natin to give out a good message, to inspire, to educate, and to inform people of what's happening around them, to persuade them to do something better and to become a better version of themselves. All right? With that, again, I conclude our Talk Tuesday for this week. And thank you very much for being with me, staying patient, and staying up until the end of our session. Maraming salamat to those people who participated sa ating comment section. Thank you. I appreciate all of that. And I hope you have a great day ahead and a great week ahead. Just like what I always say, never stop learning because life never stops teaching. Bye, guys. See you again next week. Bye. Bye po. Thank you for being with me. See ya. Mami Joy, I'm done. Thank you. All right, we're still live.
Ang husay naman! Natapos mo ang iyong tutorial session kasama ang iyong mahusay na ETUlay tutor. May bago ka bang natutuhan? I-share na yan gamit ang hashtag #ETUlayLevelUp. Huwag aalis ha dahil may susunod pang programa na pwede mo ring panoorin at salihan dahil naghihintay na ang iyong mga tutors. Happy learning dito sa ETUlay!